To get the female CEO to fire him once and for all, this guy actually set up a ritual altar right outside the company building, praying for the company to go bankrupt soon. He even poured boiling hot water on the company's money tree plant. He showed up in a beat-up van to pick up investors, and made them squeeze in with migrant workers, but the female CEO still didn't fire him. They actually promoted him and gave him a raise, making him the company's vice president. This left the guy feeling completely hopeless. Why was it so hard to just get fired? Turns out he had awakened an unemployment system. If he successfully got fired, he'd receive $10 billion. So he decided to stop putting up with his boss's abuse. He grabbed the keyboard off his desk and walked straight up to his supervisor. The next second, he smashed the keyboard right into the supervisor who always bullied him. Then he kicked open the door to the executive conference room. He walked in while everyone stared in shock. The manager immediately ran to the VP to report what the guy had done. The VP started yelling at him and told him to get out. The guy completely ignored him. He pointed out that the resort they picked was right next to a crematorium. Asked if they were planning to leave it for their families to live in. The furious VP was ready to fire him on the spot. The young man was overjoyed upon hearing this. Just when he thought he was finally about to get fired, the female CEO suddenly stepped in and stopped the VP. She said the VP had no right to fire anyone without her approval. Clearly, he wasn't showing her any respect. Besides, it's rare to find an employee as bold as this guy. So not only did she refuse to fire him, she even patted him on the shoulder and said he did a good job. This left the guy completely confused. The next day, he was determined to get the female CEO to fire him. So he actually started performing some kind of ritual right outside the office building, all while cursing out the VP and the manager. The crowd gathered around, wondering if he'd completely lost his mind. Soon the manager rushed over and demanded to know what the hell he was doing. The guy calmly replied that he was praying for the company to go bankrupt. The manager snapped back, asking if he was possessed or something. That's when he noticed the CEO and VP had shown up, so he picked up the freshly boiled water and was about to pour it into the flower pot. The VP shouted angrily that it was the company's money tree, but he ignored her and dumped the boiling water right into the pot. Just as the young man thought he was about to be fired, the female CEO said the company's money tree should be watered with hot water. Everyone around her was completely stunned. She claimed that pouring boiling water on the tree would bring the company endless wealth. The guy couldn't believe she still wasn't firing him for this. Then the CEO walked up to him. Given his outstanding performance at the company recently, she pulled out the keys to her luxury car. She sent him to the airport to pick up the company's investor. If he completes it successfully, he'll get a promotion and a raise. The young man thought to himself that his chance had come again. As long as he messed this up, he'd definitely get fired. So instead of taking the CEO's fancy car, he deliberately drove a beat-up old van to the station. He even made the investor squeeze in with a bunch of migrant workers in the back. When the investor desperately needed to pee halfway there, he refused to pull over.